Welcome to another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we talk about the best tight end to defense matchups for week 6. You ready?
Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom. Rolling on the field.
Fantasy Goodfellas.
All right, unlike the rankings, we're going to do this one based upon the matchups with the defense. So let's make sure that we go ahead and talk about them. Let's just get started. So at number 1, Jake Ferguson. Who else? But what's important here is Ferguson has a matchup rating of 19. He averaged 20 points in the last 2 weeks. And then you take that with the Carolina against tight ends, average 17. So it actually pulls them down a little bit. So remember, these are basic on the matchups. So at number 2, we got AJ Barner, 17.19. What is that? Well, he had a great game. He was the top tight end in week 5. This week he's going against Jacksonville, who was strong against the tight ends, even though Kelce scored. So that should be interesting to watch. At number 3, Jake Tonges, 16.82. We're just going to keep going. Remember, this is 60% of the player's production versus 40% of the defensive matchup to give us. At number 4, Tyler Warren, 15 points. So what does that do? Arizona's played well against tight ends. He's doing pretty good, but it pulls him down a little bit because the last 2 games he's averaging 16.32. So pay attention. We're going to go through these a couple here. David Njoku had a good game. Number 6, Travis Kelce, 14.44, probably helped by his last game. Number 7, Darren Waller. He's been doing well. He's got a touchdown, but he's 13.19. At number 4, Harold Fannin Jr. Now, it's surprising when you have 2 tight ends that have such a high rating. So here's a player who's only did 7.9 points the last 2 games, but he's going against Pittsburgh, who's given up almost 21 points per game. So that pulls his stats up. Number 9, Mitchell Evans, 12.8. We're just going to keep going. We'll spot check this. Number 10, Theo Johnson, 12.35. What happened here? Tennessee is very strong against tight ends. Dallas Goedert, he played against the. Oh no, my bad. That's on the team. But anyways, Philadelphia played. They don't give up a lot of points to tight ends, so that's why it actually pulls them down a bunch. Number 11. Tommy Tremble, 12.26. Here again, 2 Carolina tight ends. So you're expecting one of them to go off. Number 12, Tucker Kraft, 12.22. Here we know Tucker Kraft can do well. Number 13, Evan Ingram, 12.17. Who's he going against? That's an old picture. He's on Denver now. But going against the Jets, who've given up 15.27. So that's why it looks like that. At number 14, Hunter Henry, 11.99. At number 15, Dallas Goedert, 11.82. At number 16, Trey McBride, 11.74. Now, a lot of people predict him to be the best tight end in week 6. So if you look, Indianapolis has given up 13.37, but Trey McBride has not averaged decent the last 2 weeks. So let me see here. That's why he's done good at week 2, week 3, and he's slowly dropped off in production. So at number 17, Mason Taylor, 11.64 with the Jets. Number 18, Cade Otton, 11.35. So what has he done? He's averaged 8 points, but he's going against San Francisco, who's given up 16.37. So if you look at that, that's why that looks like that. Now we're just going to go through a bunch because we try to keep these videos low. So 19, Sam Laporte, 11 points. Number 20, Mark Andrews, 10.59. At 21, Dalton Kincaid, 10.52. Now, I expect Kincaid to do well. He's starting to get some yardage, but he's going against Atlanta, who's given up a staggering 6.35 just to tight ends. Wow, strong defense. At number 22, Juwan Johnson. At 23, Brenton Strange. 24, Hunter Long. 2 tight ends from the Jacksonville. Number 25, Luke Musgrave, 9.52. Number 26, Elijah Arroyo, 8.76. At 27, Tyler Conklin, 8.70. At 28, Aronde Gadsden, 8.61. And at 29, Mike Gesicki. So if you look at here, that's an old picture. We're going to have to update our stat machine. He's only gotten 2.65. But he's going against Green Bay. He's given up 17.15. So that pulls it way up. And that gives you an idea why Mike Gesicki. We're going to have to check these out in another video. And at number 30, Luke Farrell, 8.39. And that is going to do it for this week's tight end to defense matchups ratings.